Hey guys, so today I want to take a quick look at Android 4.2 Jelly Bean on my Galaxy S3 versus Ubuntu running here, or Ubuntu. People are saying I'm saying Ubuntu wrong or something, versus Ubuntu that you can get now for your Nexus devices. So you start off here with the new Android 4.2 Jelly Bean features compared to previous versions here. Of Android 4.2 or Android just Jelly Bean. So the first one is of course that when you go into the lock screen, you will now be able to have widgets. As you can see, I can have quick access to, let's say, my camera from the lock screen, and also I can add things here, and then also I can make this one bigger, and I can also remove stuff. So if I want to add something, I can just tap like that. I can just tap. I can just tap it like that. Yeah. Let's see. Can I make this one bigger? Yeah, there we go. So you can see I can make the clock bigger. And then if I go to the side here, oh my god, I did it wrong. So it takes some time when you're new to this. So let's say I want to add something here. I can add my Gmail posts, for an example. Let's add my inbox. And there we go. And then I could make it bigger. So I always have it on the lock screen if I want to have that. And then also one other new thing here is that they've added this feature so you can customize more tweaks from the notification center. And then also, of course, when you go to settings, you have this voice command feature located down here at the bottom, where you can do some incoming calls. Camera can take picture by saying cheese and things like that. But that's the major features here that they've updated. And also when we go into to the display, you can see that we now have the daydream feature also. So how is this compared to Ubuntu or Ubuntu? Well, let's find out. So first, of course, we do have a lock screen here on the Android 4.2 Jelly Bean. In the Ubuntu world, we of course also do have some kind of lock screen here, where you will be able to see the time. You will also have a widget here to see tweets. But basically how Ubuntu will be working as a UI more compared to Android is that it will be more gesture based, used as Windows Phone. So instead of having a lot of buttons and menus to click, you will be swiping from left to right and from the top and from the bottom to add settings and features and do things. So when we are on this lock screen, to remove it, we simply swipe from the right side there on the screen. If you want to see our apps, we can swipe from the left side, okay? And then if you want to remove it, we can swipe like that. And if you want to open something, we can simply swipe from the menu located on the side. While in the Android world, it would be more click, and click, and then button to go, and then use a button like that to go back. If you want to go back in Ubuntu, you will just have to swipe, okay? If you want to go back to the app that you use closed, you will just swipe like this from the right side. And if you want to switch between apps, you can easily swipe like this, okay? In the Android world, it would be more like long press click, go up and down, click. If I want to change app, hold down, click, hold down, click. Ubuntu, swipe, 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 swipe. So it's more swiping, but I think it's more cool in some ways that you swipe like this. And then of course also you do have some home screens here. And then also then the notification center, you have a notification center of both these two devices. But it's a little bit more cool here in sense of Ubuntu, because you can see that if I want to quickly go to battery, I can use swipe over battery, and then it easily will bring me to the battery settings. And then I can easily like swipe between the settings up here just by moving my finger on top here, and that is extremely cool. And I think that's something that we also may see more used in the regular Android as well, because it is so cool. So you can also see that you know, in the world here of Android, to bring up our app drawer on all of our apps and all of our widgets, we need to click down there at the bottom or somewhere to bring up our app drawer. And then of course we do have our home screens with all of our widgets and stuff. You don't have an app drawer in Ubuntu. You just have your frequently used apps, your installed apps, and available for download, and everything is located right here at the home screen, or whatever now they are calling it. If you want to go to a new screen here, we can go easily to videos, and you can see it focuses a lot on different videos here. And then also you can see sometimes when we are inside of an app, let's bring up the phone. If you want to, sometimes when you swipe from the bottom on different apps, you will get to see the settings for that app and how you do stuff. So when we go here to the camera, you can quickly see here what we can do. So let's go back, let's fire up the camera. So you can easily see when we swipe like that, we get a quick access here to what we'll be able to do, I'm pretty sure. Type or say command. It's definitely interesting. Of course, this is a beta of Ubuntu, so of course not everything works, but I really like that you can see every app that you are running at the moment here on the home screen. You don't have to hold in. It really gives more of a personalized experience for exactly what you're doing right now, and that you get that kind of thumbnail. It's kind of sweet actually. And then if we swipe here, there we go. As you can see here, we do have the home here with our frequent apps, and then we'll have a people tab. It says kind of like in Windows Phone. It's really cool, and I really like this feature that you quickly will be able to reach the frequent apps just by swiping, and it launches up extremely quick. So quick little comparison here. I definitely think that Ubuntu is going to be a big OS in the future if they could get some awesome hardware developers alongside. Right now though, it's just in beta, and you don't want to install it on your device because you can't do that much. But it's cool. It's definitely cool. I think it's more cool than iOS, but not as cool as Android right now, because you can do so much with Android. But I think that if you do know some awesome Galaxy S3 tips and tricks for, you know, less clicking and more swiping, you know, I would love to have a tweak for Android where you can swipe on the side to bring up the latest app. That would be so cool. If you know any apps like that, please let me know about that, and I may do a video about it on my Galaxy S3 tips and tricks YouTube channel. Until next time, just have an awesome day.